Well then, yeah, well, I was gonna do a video on a Rancho multiplayer, but 2 servers? Yeah, it's probably not gonna work out for the whole video. We'll probably still jump into both of these and just see what we can end up finding. But it's definitely not going to be enough for a full video, so if no more come up, we might have to go to single player and maybe do a little bit of whitetail hunting. But how's everybody doing? We're back here on the Hunter Call the Wild. Let's jump into some multiplayer on Rancho Del Arroyo and just see what we can do. There's only 2 servers available, so I really don't know what to expect. Well... And we're off to a great start. But as I was saying, I have no idea what to expect with only a couple servers up on Rancho. Maybe we'll get lucky and find some good trophies, but I wanted to get out here with the 6.5 and just kind of take down some trophies and see what we can find. And then kind of show off a very insane chase we had for my best diamond whitetail ever towards the end of this video. So let's see what we can do here, and then we'll get into that, but I really have no idea what to expect with so little servers available. And failed to synchronize. Oh, this video is a disaster already. Hopefully you guys are still going to end up enjoying it though, but we're not off to a great start. Yeah, typical multiplayer things happening. Well, that is quite the disappointing looking mule deer right next to kind of a wonky level 4. I think we should try and get down both of these if we can. I don't know how this is gonna go though, considering these guys are both kind of in the earth, I guess. A lot of this is just graphical issues, like graphical bugs, so I think this should be fine. We'll see if it actually lets us get it. Yep, we're fine. Okay, perfect. We're not going to get that 4, I don't believe. Yeah, definitely not going to get a shot on him, but we did get that really tiny level 2. I always like taking those out just because you don't see the 2s that often. So it's kind of a cool thing to start out on. Well, this thing did not run too far. It only went like maybe 50, 60 meters. And 99 meters actually, but that is such a tiny level 2 mule deer. I have shot way smaller. I believe I've got one that was literally just a spike before. I think it was a level 1 though. But an interesting way to start things off. Unfortunately, I have not found anything crazy, but we're going to keep looking around and maybe we'll get lucky and find a nice bighorn or something like that. Well, as I kind of feared, there's not really any multiplayer servers left for Rancho that are even half decent, so we're gonna have to resort to some single-player Great One grinding, but honestly, that's not too big of a deal. It'll give us a good chance to use the 6.5 on some longer range targets, so let's go ahead and just get as many of these as we can. And honestly, the 6.5 is a great option for these long-range whitetail shots. It's probably one of the better long-range guns for doing stuff like this. Obviously, as we showed in our last video, the M1 overall is the best rifle, but the 6.5 is definitely pretty nice for long-range shots like this. I do find it to be a little bit better at hitting vitals from these ranges. Although, I kind of have to aim properly as well, and didn't happen on that first shot at this doe. There is just whitetail everywhere, and if you guys have not seen my methods for grinding whitetail, I pretty much just shoot everything. And I have found that to be the best way to get good respawns. Now, I'm not going to go too in detail with it because I've already done a full video on how I grind the whitetail here on Rancho. But I pretty much just shoot everything and try to get full herds to respawn instead of just bucks. I've found that whenever a full fresh herd respawns, I tend to get better trophies out of it. So that's what I've been opting to do for the last probably 5,000 kills or so here on Rancho. It's how we got our last great one, and it's how I hope to get the next great one. But if I remember to, I will put a link to that great one guide somewhere in the either a comment or the pinned comment or something like that. I don't know. We'll try to put it somewhere in the video so that you guys can access it easily, but if I forget to, you can easily find it by typing in Scarecrow, how I grind the great one on Rancho Del Arroyo. I'm pretty sure that's the way that it'll come up reliably. There is that really nice looking level 2 buck that we shot. 236.50. As with any video that includes some grinding footage, I'm not going to show every single deer that we shoot since I literally just shot probably 15 of them. It would take so long to show off everything that I shoot during these grinding parts of the videos, so we'll just show off the good stuff we get. But that's a 236 whitetail, which is really, really nice. And then this guy right here is a 210, so pretty decent couple bucks right there. But honestly, none of these deer even compare to the monster trophy buck that we ended up finding on livestream recently. And this is going to be a pretty long clip because I want to showcase just how crazy this chase for this buck was. There was over 400 of you guys in there just to watch me chase down this deer, which was the most I've ever seen viewer-wise outside of the Mississippi release. It was honestly very shocking to see that 430 of you guys wanted to watch me get this buck, and it was just amazing to see. Thank you guys so much for all the crazy support during that stream, and honestly through all of the streams. I really do appreciate it, and without you guys I would not be able to do what I do, and I'm extremely grateful. And it's honestly a humbling experience to see so many of you enjoying the content and wanting to see the channel grow, and I really do appreciate it. So without further ado, let's jump into this amazing buck, because it truly was the greatest whitetail that we've got on this Great One grind ever since they changed the scoring for the whitetail. Obviously Great Ones are still better, but this is the best diamond that we have come across. That's a big level 3. Oh my gosh, big male. Got a bunch others. That's a big level 3. Holy, look at the size of that thing, guys. That's crazy. That is a huge whitetail. I think that might be one of the biggest ones I've seen on this grind. Like, he just looks huge from a distance. 45 Colt? I don't think I'll use the 45 Colt. I had enough of that gun in today's video. The default handgun, the 357? I like that one. We'll do the 357. How about that? I like that idea. 357 it is. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, let's get it. 357. I'm not going to use the starter ammo, but we'll use the 357. I have not shot this gun in so long. We need to get out of here quick. That wind is awful. Oh, I swear, if you spook, I'm far enough away. You shouldn't be able to wind me. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, we're good. Oh my gosh, that was way too close. Yeah, Outdoor Jackie did come in at the right time. Now we just gotta figure out how to get close to this guy with this wind being awful like this. If we keep moving this way, we should be okay. Alright, let's start getting ready. We can do a 75-meter shot if we need to. And that's probably what we will end up doing. Actually, nah, let's go clear up to the stand. Let's make this interesting. Well, hello there. I could next shot. That was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. Next shot didn't work. Guys, next shot didn't work. Oh no. What do we do now? How was that not a next shot, by the way? That should have been a next shot. I mean, it's 357. It's not gonna kill it, but that's so weird. That should have been a next shot. Unfortunately, I thought I could make the next shot because it was just right in front of us at like maybe 20, 25 meters. And so I went for the next shot. And I'm assuming that because I was zeroed for 50, it went slightly above where I wanted it to. Therefore, it ended up... Ooh. Hold up. This might be him. I think that might have been it that just ran off. Now, I could just reset the time and get him back to his zone, but I kind of want to chase him. I kind of want to make this interesting, see where he takes us. He definitely went this way where these does are heading. I don't see him, though. So he's probably really far ahead, probably already at their zone. That's him. Ah, the wind! No! Why is the wind always so garbage? It's not even worth sneaking. The wind is gonna screw us over here. Like, there's nothing we can do with this wind being so bad. Okay, so he did run this way. I think this has to be the next track then. Yeah, it is. Alright, well. Okay, that was a buck. That's definitely him. I think he's trying to get back up to a zone that's over here. There we go. We now know where he's going. This is going to help us out quite a bit. If we're going to see him, it's going to be right... Oh, there he is. That's him. That's him right there. This looks very similar to the area that Didi got his great one. Or not got his great one, but where he tracked his great one to. That's what this really reminds me of, is that area. Look at that big buck. Let's get this guy down. Let's finish this. Let's seal the deal. We're gonna make sure that we are very careful with this. How long ago was my last great one whitetail? Almost 4,000 kills ago. It's been like 3,700 kills since my last great one. For whitetail at least. There he is. Look at that. Okay, he's gonna walk right to us. This is perfect. This is so perfect. The wind is good. We actually have a really good view of him. Ooh, this is gonna be nice. I am really happy that he's going in this direction. Might be one of the few times it works out. Oh my gosh, hi. Oh my gosh, hello there. We got him. Oh my gosh. Wow. What an ending to this chase. That was a 30-minute chase, by the way, guys. 30 minutes. Just for this guy. Oh my gosh. He better be worth it. Diamond 274, 40 max weight. Oh my gosh, that is my biggest whitetail since they changed the scoring on them. Oh my gosh, that's a huge deer. Tax that immediately. That's the biggest whitetail I've ever killed, since they changed the scoring on them, at least. Wow, that's crazy. The great one has to be close, guys. If we're getting bucks like this, it's gotta be close. My gosh, that's a crazy deer. This really is like a once-in-a-lifetime typical whitetail in Call of the Wild. Like, you don't see bucks like this every day. That's cool. That's really cool. So I think it's safe to say that that was one of the craziest chases we've ever had for a giant whitetail deer in Call of the Wild, especially a diamond as big as that guy. It's by far the largest diamond I've killed ever since they readjusted the scores for the whitetail about... I don't even know how long ago it was. I think it was over 6 months ago at this point. But it did not used to be this low for a high-scoring buck. They used to score clear up into the 290s, and nowadays mid-270s is about the best you see, and I think the highest scoring one I've seen was 276. So getting a 274.40 was really surprising and very, very shocking. And we missed that doe, but that buck right there is a really good one. 234 on the lower estimate. Let's try to get some of these if we can. This is going to be a little bit harder, but I think we can still do pretty good on these. We got 3 of them. Maybe a 4th one if she gives us a good shot. And we're out of rounds. Well, that's unfortunate, but we did get a total of 4 deer down as far as I can tell. Well, there's our massive level 2. This guy right here is a 235.30, so it's very close to that lower estimate, which I kind of expected, but it's still a very good buck. It's always nice to see a bunch of these 230s and 240s bucks showing up. It always makes you feel like you're at least making some progress on the grind, and it gives me some hope that we'll see another diamond soon. Well, that's quite the opposite of our next diamond, but I guess it's still something somewhat special. You really don't see the level 1s that tiny very often. Most of the time it's the fence rack bucks, so I mean this is still something a little bit different at least. Let's see if we can get a neck shot, and definitely not a neck shot. But hopefully it'll bring it down. The 6.5 has good penetration, so I imagine it will probably do decent. Although it didn't on that one. but that second shot will hopefully finish him off. Well, here's our stunning level 1 whitetail deer. What a giant. Gotta love finding these little guys every once in a while. I'm excited to see the metal changes for all of the different metals. We've only seen up to silver, I believe, so I'm very curious what the gold and the diamond and the great one metals are going to look like with this next update. Something else I think I forgot to mention in our last video was the fact that I really like the way the 223 AR sounds. I think it's probably one of the better sounding guns I've heard in this game. The 6.5 I think is still my favorite when it comes to sound, but this new 223 AR has such a powerful booming sound that it's definitely gonna be one of my favorite rifles just off of the sound alone. Even though it's kind of a weak caliber, just it sounds so powerful. Well, I would say that's a pretty cool buck to end things off with, so let's finish off with a pretty long range shot about 280 meters and see if we can get this guy down. Because that is a solid whitetail. Very, very cool looking rack. Alright, well there is our buck right there, 220-250. It is kind of a weird looking rack, it's a little bit twisted. I definitely like the way some of these twisty racks look. Obviously, I know a lot of people, including myself, have a lot of problems with the current whitetail true racks. Honestly, a buck like this that is kind of just your average level 2, it really should not have as many points as it does, but I suppose with what they've got them set up as, it's not too bad. This is one of the nicer looking ones for its size, but I really hope one day they give them a bit of a rework and make it so only the biggest diamonds are 8x8s. I think it would be cool to see like 5x5 and 6x6 diamonds. I don't know how difficult it would be with the current scoring system though. They'd probably have to give them a lot of mass and tine length in order for them to even equal a score above diamond. But they would probably have to do a full rework of the way whitetail are scored in order to get that to work out. But it would be really cool to see them try to work into that direction. So as some of you probably know, and I'm sure a lot of you don't know, I've been keeping all of my best bucks in this multi-mount right here, so it's time that we add another. Now, each of these are very unique for one reason or another. This 272.9, which to be honest I have no clue which one it even is, it's very unclear as to what order they're in. I think it's the middle one. That right there was our previous best with the new scoring system. The 270.4, okay, yeah, so this is the dark brown, so yeah, that would be it. This guy right here was our bugged great one. This one I got when the great one still had a chance of bugging out if you were to have him spawn in, and then you closed your game without killing him. They were turned to a level 5 or a level 4 that was over the max weight, and it would just score diamond. And that's what this guy was right here. I'm sure a lot of you have seen that video as well. And then the very final one was my 291.5 that I got at the very beginning of the Great One grind when it was first released. I think about a year and a half ago at this point. I don't remember the exact date that it was released, but I know it's been a very long time since the Great One was released for whitetail. And this was the biggest buck I was able to get during that time period. Obviously, they don't reach 290s anymore because of the scoring changes, but back then this was our biggest deer. And because of the fact that we've been keeping our best of the best in this mount, we're going to replace this 272 with our brand new 274. You know what? I actually just realized something. So this 270.4, I think I put the wrong one in this mount. This isn't our bugged great one. This one was shot just a few days before the 272, so I made a mistake when making this multi-mount. Now I'm gonna have to dig through everything and find our bugged great one. Oh man, this is gonna be rough. So I guess until we end up finding where I've put him, we will just do this right here. So now we have our biggest 291, we have our 272.9, and our 274.4. So this is the 3 biggest whitetail that we have right here. And honestly, that's a pretty good looking mount. Obviously, I'm gonna have to find that bugged great one at some point and put him in here instead, but who knows when I'll have the time to go through everything, but for now, this is what we got, and I think it's a great looking mount. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. That's going to be it for this video. Hopefully, our 4th Great One whitetail will be close, and hopefully we'll get him very soon. It's been over 3,000 kills since our last one. At this point, I think almost 3,500, so he's got to be close. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think we will get our 4th Great One at. Like, how many kills do you think it'll take to get him? Hopefully, it won't be too many more. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, click that like button, and ring that notification bell so that you guys will never miss any of the future content. Also, be sure to leave a comment down below. And like I said, let me know how many kills you think it'll take us to get that next great one. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!